Good afternoon, everyone. It is, what is this, Tuesday, January 3rd, I believe. It's about 1 o'clock, I believe. I picked up today's shift. I'm normally off, but based on everything that I was feeling and experiencing, because the neural modulations, they have its days where it's just like, all right, I just can't muscle through this one, or I just can't, I can't, what's the words I'm looking for? Just manage my emotions or my energies through this one. I just gotta, kind of let it go. And that's always been something I realized always kind of just worked. It just works. And it's not to give the idea that you're just giving up or you're just quitting, so you're just like, oh, just let them go ahead and do what they're going to do. It's not even in that sense. It's more along the lines, like, when I say let go, it's like, okay, the pain is either going to come or go. The pain is either going to come or go. You're going to have some moments throughout the day where you're feeling really good, and you're going to have some moments where you're feeling really bad. But ultimately, you still have to make sure you know how to let go of ding. You have to let go of the flesh. Why do you let go of the flesh? Because the tools that they're using is to basically disrupt, manipulate, and destroy your very perception and your body's ability to interpret things that are happening in the world correctly. So it's like, I know I'm trying to do the best that I can to really understand some of this. Let me see. This is one of those small blocks. All right, let me come back to you. All right, so okay. What else? What I really wanted to get on here and talk about is, okay, I'm coming to terms with some things, and I don't know, like some of you who may be studying esoteric information or learning about the ether and learning about the tech and different things. I'm just gonna start out with this, right? Where would one come up with the idea? Where would one come up with the idea to actually create something that can resonate with not just the human body or just the electrical system, but someone came up with the idea to make something that's so invasive and yet so what's the words I'm looking for? It's like so invasive and yet nearly undetectable. I'm like, and it messes with your spiritual energy. It messes with your spiritual energy, and it messes with let me see. On this side, no, that's 2. 1 is probably over here. Come on, if you want J-Ropes, go ahead. All right. But all right. So what I'm really trying to get down to is, anyone ever thought of the idea that artificial intelligence is merely not just a tool, but it was a tool to actually, let's say, boost practices of mysticism. Josh again. So I'm like, what if artificial intelligence was mostly to boost the effects of like esoteric practices. I mean, literally, the idea of manipulating a person against their will, that's some occult shit. No regular people want to manipulate people against their will. You gotta be a part of an occult to really want something like that. And if you're not a part of an occult, you're a psychopath. So you're one of the two, if not both. All right, I'll be back. All right, so, right, psychopath, right? If you're not sure what the definition of a psychopath, just look it up. All right. Now, aside from that, let me see where I'm at. I need to start going east. This is going let's see. Okay, so artificial intelligence and occultism. I have come to the development of a theory that artificial intelligence is basically used as like a medium of a sort to help occultists, those who actually have more malicious or malevolent intentions for the remaining population that isn't necessarily augmented and enhanced. I'll say enhanced is a much better word, because that's what most people are, is they're living their quote-unquote best life through these enhancements that this system is doing for them. And it's crazy because the only reason most people don't know, like those who actually don't know, the only reason they don't know is because they can't see or hear how they're doing it. But with the right equipment and the right like sensitivity to your nerves, you'll be able to not only see but feel and hear when they're doing what they're doing. I posted as like a text post on YouTube some responses or results that I had got back from ChatGPT about possible challenges or consequences, limitations, things of that sort when it comes to possibly being able to program occult practices into artificial intelligence. And it didn't deny it at all. It really didn't. You could go on my page and probably find the text post, but it didn't deny the idea that you can actually program artificial intelligence to be a Luciferian, or you can program artificial intelligence to deem any human being that is not a certain percentage of, let's say, of being connected to the cloud or being connected to other IoT devices or whatever the case may be. They can program all these things. And I'm like, it's literally in black and white, and it's not something that's too foreign. They've been trying to work on this thing for many, many years, decades, if you will, on basically how to see if they can create access to portals and then possibly create hosts so that whatever beings come through these portals, they can take possession of the host. The host can possibly be a human, or hell, nowadays it could possibly be a human, or they could probably put it in a robot. Anyway, I've been struggling with keeping my train of thought a lot more. I've been pinpointing a lot more on what exactly happens when you shine a powerful post light over, regions of the brain that, are responsible for, let's say, memory and concentration, even sexual arousal. I've even posted those results as well. And man, let me tell you, from my experience, I have learned that when they really think that they're gods and they believe that, all they got to do is just program the AI to basically strip you from all neural pleasures. That includes, if you like the particular food, they can program the system to make your nervous system no longer like that food. If you enjoy having sex, they could program you to possibly be not as, what's the words I'm looking for? To be not as efficient as you normally would be. They can also, they'll also, if they don't mess with you, they will manipulate the nervous system of the person you're with so that they don't necessarily gain no real satisfaction from what's being done. Hell, if anything, they might say it's too much irritation, so it feels very hot, it feels numb. And this is before you even really get into it. Like the slightest little touch, all of a sudden it's like, it doesn't feel right. But it's something that you're used to, that you normally do, and it normally works. But then for whatever reason, and they'll say, oh, maybe because you're not wooing her mind too much. But I'm like, do you know what neural modulation is? Neural modulation. This is the modulation of your neurons. It literally has, like when you're talking about neural modulation, we're literally talking about, it doesn't matter what you do externally. If someone is remotely modulating your neurons, how you send and receive information throughout your body, if your neurons are being modulated and you're basically not what's the words I'm looking for, if you're not aware of what it feels like, and especially if some of us who actually can hear the signals, some of us can actually hear the signals right inside the head, and it literally sounds like, it sounds like a something out of space transmission. It's like it's some weird computerized sound, and it's like, it doesn't go away at all, and it doesn't reduce. Like if my V2K actually reduced, that sound, it doesn't go away. It's just there, and it's just always there. It's separate from hearing like the heterodyne. Okay, did you see him? You saw how he just said wrong way? You see how he's on the complete other side? So how is he like still able and wanting to tell me you're going the wrong way? I'm like, you do realize you already have a path in a lane that you're in, and I'm not even in that lane. So why you gotta actually say you're going the wrong way? Don't you think I realize? So I'm like, it's people like them that like I never understand people like them. And I don't know why he's upset. What, because he wanted to go around somebody else? Slow your ass down then. You shouldn't be trying to rush anyway. Anyway, hold on, let me get back to you. I gotta figure out where I'm at. Yeah, I found myself going in circles because I forgot where I was supposed to be heading. Let me see. But yeah, so I'm coming to, and you know what? One of the reasons that gave me a really, really big hint that they have programmed artificial intelligence to basically operate as if it's, as if it has like some type of properties that is related to occultism, is I started listening to online the Kabbalion. Now, I don't know that much about the Kabbalion. Dang, I really came down this block too, and I went right past the address because I forgot what the address was. Where is it? 30. There we go. All right, hold on again. Yeah, so, you definitely can code. I mean, obviously today you could basically create a whole personality with AI. You could create a whole personality. Hell, even change a person's personality through electromagnetic stimulation or transcranial magnetic stimulation. There's so many different ways you can literally alter how a person thinks, lives, how they feel things. Man, what they're doing with this technology, it's nasty. Like it's really, really nasty. And I'm not talking about disgustingness. I'm talking about like they're literally voodoo dolling people like is not like back in the day where you have to go to like a someone who actually someone who actually studies this like this stuff. Wait, did I? Damn, I am not at the right. All right, hold on. All right, so that last one. Oh, that'd be annoying when it'd be like, it'll say apartment 1D. You be like, oh, it's on the first floor. That's cool. Then when you get there, you see 1A, 2A, and you're like, wait, what? And you go upstairs, you see 2B, and you're like, oh, come on, it's a 4th floor walk up. And then the ones that be getting me, it's like, the first floor don't even be on the first floor. The first floor be like on the 2nd floor. So you gotta walk a flight of steps, and then then you gotta walk to the floor you gotta get to. It's like, just trying to suck all the energy out of me. But right, so this neuromodulation stuff is nasty. Like, so they're constantly telling me, oh, I'm a stupid nigga. That's a stupid nigga. That's a stupid nigga. That's their favorite thing to say. That's a stupid nigga. He has no idea. The streets are watching. Everybody knows. You're not supposed to know about technology. These are just some of the statements that I oftentimes hear them say. Oh, he got a big, I try not to curse once, but he got a big thing but don't know how to use it properly. And I'm like, all these different things, the more I listen to them and the more I just be patient and I'll wait for certain things, I always notice there's always, right before they actually say something, they transmitted something before they actually said something. Like the energy of a signal or something was sent just before they said whatever they said. Them saying whatever they're saying basically is just to, heads up, them saying what they're saying is literally just to reinforce the signal that they already sent. Now here's the thing I'm also acknowledging too, is that I'm listening to the Kabbalion, right? Because there are some aspects, some hermetic principles or whatever that I'm starting to notice in how they're conducting their gang stalking tortures, and how they're manipulating people and whatnot, and how they actually try to manipulate your perception to fit to fit what they want you to perceive. So I am still working on these things, but one thing I know, you better get yourself connected to the Most High on the highest vibration possible, because we're looking at history about to repeat itself. The way that they're moving and operating is very similar to several civilizations of the past that are no longer with us. And if there's some practices of these civilizations still around, they reduced it so that not so many people know. I have this theory too, that, okay, in this day and age, it's not going to be that many people that's going to be into mysticism, esotericism, what else? Spiritual stuff. It's not that many people that's really into that type of stuff. Let alone nowadays, it's not that many people really trying to understand who they are as a spiritual being anymore. So my theory, right? My theory is this. Imagine you can basically, okay, so when you think about mysticism and esoteric practices and whatnot, what are some of the, like when you think about it, what are some of the main like goals of trying to like come into all this knowledge of all this great wisdom and power, and how to use the energies that's all around you? What are some of the main things that you would think that someone who goes into this stuff really want to achieve? One of those things is to control. People do not like knowing that they don't have control over something. Some people can't fathom that. They can't live with the idea that they can't control something. Even worse, they can't live with the idea that they may actually lose at something. So what do? They took these like principles, and they created this AI system that resonates with your unique I'm gonna call it your spiritual frequency, the one that identifies who you are. They resonated with it, so then they can just go ahead and take control of you in a way that you won't ever really notice. If entertainment isn't working enough, then what are they going to do? They're going to find some other way to keep you fully indulged in the matrix. And if entertainment don't work, and possibly sending somebody in your direction to to distract you from who you should be or who you truly are, then what they'll do is they'll go ahead and get more what's the words I'm looking for? They'll get more specific, more in-depth, more detailed. They'll begin to use more resources. Why? Because if you're not one of them and they can't control you, then think about it. If they can't control you, and you're not one of them, you are definitely someone that they do not want to know about energy in its truest forms and how you can control it. Why? Because you may possibly be the one who can set off a chain reaction of events and have influence over several people, and then cause these people to then be able to acknowledge that they too possess this power and this energy. Oh, and then what makes it even worse is understanding that the energy that they're using on our bodies, it's not unbeatable, it's not undetectable. You just are not focused enough. You're just not paying enough attention. You're just not what's the word I'm looking for? It's like there's a way to get all this stuff handled, but it's definitely going to take some time though. It's definitely going to take some time. I mean, I'm just now four going on 5 years into this thing, and I feel like I have come to a very, very great realization that I am actually a lot more far along in this than I even really think. I mean, for one, I'd continue to just say I give God all the praise, I give God all the glory. I'm not going to allow myself to feel any type of way because I'm not getting this that fast, or I'm not getting this in this time, or oh, this is still happening to me, and why. I'm like, I'm doing my best not to get caught up in the noise. I'm doing my best not to get caught up in the noise, because if I get caught up in the noise, then I'm going to miss all the different signs and all the different things that are going to be messaged and hinted to me from, let's just say entities from various parts of the universe that could be actually out there to help us. So I do my best not to get too sucked into how much something hurts. I do my best not to get sucked into, the V2K, always trying to say, oh, your girl is this, oh, your mother that, oh, you don't know how to do this. I try not to get sucked into the linguistics, the cymatics, the the auditory programming that they're doing. Why? Because I know they have to keep me suppressed. They have to keep you suppressed because you is something in your DNA. Is something in your DNA that I don't think all of the gang stalkers are aware of, but I think the ones who basically control, the ones who, hold on, let me just focus on this. I'll be back. It's strange because the more I listen to the volume, the more I'm starting to notice certain things, especially when you learn cybernetics, and you learn that, there's so much energy that's basically sent out into space when you use vowels. Your vowels have energy. And this is I'm telling you right now, in order for you to really, really understand what's going on with targeting and gang stalking and the secrecy of it, I'm going to tell you this right now. Most of these people, they're not really a part of the secret society. They are the synthetic. They are not out here studying real things. They're not studying this stuff. None of these people are actually really studying this stuff. So they're not actually a part of the secret society. Now you see how he honked his horn You saw that he could have just slowed the fuck down and waited for me to get past the bus, but instead he went on honk and tried to see if he could get past me to what? He honked at me just so he could get at the damn red light. And I'm like, that's fucking retarded. I can't stand some of these cab drivers out here. Some of these cab drivers out here, they be trying to beast past you just to rush to a red light. You know? But anyway, so yeah, all the things that you can learn in occults and mysticism, and you learn about the spirit and the universe and nature. You learn about, how energy at its most smallest, atom and everything. It all plays a role in manifestation and how you harness energy to be able to first think of things that you want to achieve or accomplish, and then you harness the energy to actually put in the physical work to bring them forth. Using your emotions to actually boost your thoughts, because I oftentimes believe that sometimes you get the most fruitful you get the most fruitful returns when you have the right type of emotional energy invested in whatever it is that you're doing. I mean, when you think about it, look at so many people who call themselves millionaires, or they're rich, or they're wealthy. How many of them are actually happy? It's not that many, because the moment that they stop doing what they're doing, or the moment that their money runs out, or there's a possibility that they may not be able to have access to their money, every bit of all those endorphins that they were feeling, that shit goes away quick. It goes away quick. Why? Because they have so much of their energy invested in materials that don't actually feed the soul. Making money is cool. But if you are depleting your soul just to make money, and then some people want to say, oh, but if you make money, you could buy happiness. My phone is dying, so I'm like, I know I left off with you could buy happiness, but I'm like, man, that's only temporary. I mean, look at all these people who are millionaires, and you would think that they got everything that they want. They got nice houses, nice apartments, or lofts, or nice cars. They got all the clothes. They wear like the real expensive perfumes and stuff. So it's like, myself, it doesn't bother me at all. It doesn't bother me at all to see people living lavishly, because I know it's obtainable. So I don't let material stuff like that bother me, because I know it's obtainable. I'm not the type to like sit there and be looking at you have what you have and be like, yo, I should take that, or that he don't deserve that. I'm not the type to look at people like that, but yet they're attacking me and my character as if I am. They're always talking about, oh, he has no respect for women. But I'm like, I don't think there's I don't even think there's that many women that can actually say out of their mouth, and I'm not talking about in no secret, I'm saying if there are actually women out there who actually feel like I've disrespected them, they sure haven't really told me. And I'm not no violent person. I'm not even a confrontational person. So if somebody were to tell me something like oh, I disrespected them, more times than likely, I'm the first to apologize. Because that's not my MO to be messing with somebody's peace, right? But here they are. They want me to feel some type of way because I didn't become a police officer because they told me to. And I done already experienced several NYPD officers not necessarily harass me, But as I walk past them, I hear them actually mention the words secret society. And then they also say things along the lines like, you know, he was supposed to be one of us or something like, you know. And I'm just thinking to myself, like, why? What? Like, the social engineering aspect, it's like, it's not like I don't contribute to society. It's not like I don't contribute to society. I'm not out here trying to live off the system. I'm not out here trying to, I had to make some space in my phone. But like I was saying, it's like, I'm not out here like trying to live off of other people. I work for mine. And if I borrow from anyone, I'd always try to pay it back as soon as I get the money. You know, so they're attacking my character, but my character is solid though. They're attacking my character, but my character is solid. The problem is my character does not line up with occultism. People with my character, we don't engage in occultism. We don't engage in that type of stuff. Why? Because we already realize we possess everything that we need in life. Everything that we need, we already have it. You know, you only really get into that type of stuff because you're not satisfied. There's something about life you just haven't figured out yet. You know, so you feel like you need the power and control of everything. You don't need to control everything, and you don't need to control people. People need to control themselves, and that's the problem. You know, just like those two women, I was like standing there, and I'm pretty sure they wasn't listening. And then at one point they might have heard when I was talking about people. It's stuff like that. Like, I can't control if they somehow got upset by something that they heard me say. I can't control that. But it also doesn't make sense if you listen to what I just said. It doesn't make sense for anyone to actually make themselves get upset because they want to listen in on some shit, or they happen to overhear something that they allowed to bother them. We are gates. We're gatekeepers, all right? We are gatekeepers. We are creators. Everything in this world is all in the power of our hands, our minds, and our energies that permeate from our body, or radiates from our body. We just need to actually understand that the world is clearly divided, and it goes deeper than most topics and subjects that we all often talk about when it comes to sociology. But we're talking about energy. We're talking about two different types of beings that are living in this world based on specific frequencies, energies, enhancements, whatever the case may be. But yeah, I suggest people start learning about the connection between occultism and artificial intelligence, because they are some really, really strong what's the words I'm looking for? Things that make everything make sense. Alright, anyway. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace. Good afternoon. You already know who it is. Talking to individual CJBK. Man, let me tell y'all right now. The amount of electricity that they got flowing through the right hemisphere of my brain right now. And then how my cognition, my memory, my ability to pay attention, even to comprehend. I'm listening to audiobooks of stuff I already studied in school, like stuff about, electromagnetic, electromagnetism, photons, ions, neutrons, scalar waves, energy potential, all these different things I studied in school, right? And I'm listening to the podcast, and it's like I remember these things, right? And I feel like I should know them, right? But every time, and then I can describe it to a T now. I can feel my neurons trying to create the connection. Every time I'm trying to like read, watch a video, or listen to an audiobook, and if it has anything to do with science, physics, actually if it has anything to do with anything really, I can feel them basically transmitting or transferring, because that's what it is. It's a wireless energy transfer, transferring so much energy into my brain that I think what it's causing is like, it's like overloading. It's like overloading the channels, the voltage gate channel, maybe the calcium channel, but I think it's mostly the voltage gate channels, and they're flooding it with energy, flooding it with so much energy that I don't even I can't feel myself taking in information the way I'm supposed to be able to. Like the way I feel, and I tried to explain this to my girlfriend yesterday. The way I feel, right? I feel like I should be so much smarter than what I can. Like I don't know. It's like I try to explain things and it just doesn't come out right, or I try to like, I don't know, even stuff that I know I should know. I try to explain things, but it just don't come out right. People be looking at me with the face like, what are you talking about? Oh, I'm all in his way. But man, all right. So here, I'm trying to get on the other side. So what I'm trying to do right now is I'm trying to learn as much as I can, or at least see if I can get those neurons connecting again, because I feel like I'm right there, and they know I'm right there, but they're still laughing and cackling and telling the audience, oh, he has no idea. I'm like, look, the way God been giving me so much in my life, I'm not doubting nothing. It's just only a matter of time. Like, honestly, the way God has been good to me in my life, what is he? He had so much time to just go. Oh wait, never mind. He had to wait. So now I'm like, what was he honking? And so the guy behind him was honking his horn all hard. And I'm like, wait, he had to wait for the light anyway. And that's the stuff I'll be talking about. Like, people in this city just be in a rush. Ah, damn. All right. And I'm like, I don't know what they honking about back there. But anyway, so yeah, like I'm telling you, I have learned to, I'm so glad I've been watching all these videos, these spiritual videos, learning how to raise your vibrations and things like that, because I am taking in some principles that's going to carry me all the way through, even past the day that I die. Because I'm like, yo, they are honestly in the worst position that they could be, because they're in the position where they believe nothing can happen to them. That's the worst position any person on this earth can ever be in. Is to actually believe nothing will ever happen to you. Because how could you ever walk this earth believing nothing will ever happen to you? They think because they have so many people locked in on this system, so many people eating off this beast system hand. Yo. And then the research I've been finding out about how much radiation people are absorbing into their body to the point where it's actually changing their DNA, if it's not completely destroying their DNA altogether, basically changing them from human beings. Like, most of these people are no longer human beings. And I am at the point where I can almost safely predict that the majority of people who are, let's just say, living well off and they got all these things in their lives and you know, they got all this money, they got all this prosperity, they got all this success in this world. Most of these people are part of the augmented, and because they're part of the augmented, that means they're absorbing so much more energy, right? But they're not absorbing as much as us, because we're getting a weaponized version of the technology. We're getting attacked with the energy, right? We're getting attacked with the energy. These guys, they can't do shit. Even if there were good people in their precincts, they can't do shit against this, because I'm pretty sure none of them is learning about electromagnetic warfare. They're still trying to handle the regular crimes, right? Fuck the digital crimes. They everybody want a jaywalk. Everybody want to take that chance. Anyway, you know, but and I listen to these 4 operators all day, every day. And my girl, she be trying to see if she can hear them, because sometimes she can hear them. It's almost like the frequencies create like a acoustic vibration through the walls. So sometimes she feel like she can hear them. And then sometimes I could probably hear them when I use a infrasound recorder. I could probably hear them. I was like, yeah. Don't tell on me. But anyway, I could probably hear them. Wait, what was I saying? Damn, I forgot what I was talking about. She distracted the hell out of me. Damn, I can't even remember what I was talking about. But yeah. So at the end of the day, what we really gonna need to do is we're gonna need to try to tap into our light body self, because that's one of the few organic ways that we're gonna be able to help ourselves in this. Because let's face it, the technology that they're using against us is like it's insane. It's insane. It's like literally trying to take on Bowser and like Super Mario without any type of like, you know, power-ups or something. It's like trying to take on like boss level. It's like trying to take on boss levels and you down to like, you know, I don't know, like 25% life. You know, 25% life. And you're trying to take on the boss level and you ain't got no more power-ups left, but you actually do have some power-ups left. You just don't know it yet. That's what I'm starting to learn. I'm starting to learn this a little bit more now. Like, I've been listening and watching a lot of videos, especially I was like, look, I believe in the spiritual world, and I believe in mysticism and the esoteric and all. I believe in that stuff, right? I believe in it because not only because, you know, I was raised, you know, in a raised Baptist because of my mother, or because I don't know, like I know some friends that probably dabbled in some of that stuff, and made some things happen to some people. But no, there is something very, very, very powerful about each and every one of us, especially those being targeted. Because you got to think about it like this. I'm gonna explain to you why there's something very special about you. Because you got to remember this. Diamonds, right? Diamonds can only be made. Diamonds can only be made from pressure. Pressure, and is it heat and pressure? I think it's heat and pressure. I forgot, but I know pressure, right? And I said this to myself one day because I think I was watching a video or something. And while I was watching the video, it was a video that helped me understand physics and stuff like that. And at some point, I felt like the energy of them pressing, like it was almost like feeling like a weight trying to collapse down over my whole skull. And then I felt like the wave, it was like a thermal heat wave kind of go over my head and over the shoulders, just to prove just how much of a well, I mean, they are basically doing that just to I guess keep me feeling locked down or something like that. But what I'm really trying to explain is that what I felt that day was, I felt the energy and the gravitation of them pressing down on my brain. I felt it pressing down and the energy flowing into the brain. So when you learn just how powerful the human brain is, and you got to remember, our brains are so polluted right now with all kinds of toxins and metals and stuff. If you were to have the brain of the like, let's say the original human before all these environmental toxins came through, let me tell you, they were so much stronger, faster, smarter. Like, their instincts was even better. Hold on. Hey, so let me finish this real quick while she with me. But yeah, I think it's really important for everyone to start learning about some of these like forbidden mental knowledge of these like, I think it's really important that people start learning how to use visualization and focus and attention, and learning about how to harness and manifest energies and the things that you want in your life. I think collectively, even if we're not all together, if we all start learning how to like focus our mind and our attention, minds and our attention on solutions to all the things we're experiencing. Like me, I've been finding so many solutions to so many things that they're doing that they have to change up just like they have to switch up their tactics on me, because I've been finding so many things to do to like just try to make every day seem a little bit more durable, or whatever. I can't even think of the word to use for it, but I feel like the only thing that's really hurting me is them manipulating my neurons so that I can't recall things when I really need to. But I know the information is there. The information is in my brain. It's there. But until I can actually find some type of material or way to basically block or absorb the energy that they have going into the right hemisphere of my brain, including the hypothalamus, the auditory cortex, and several other areas of the brain, I had this other idea of actually maybe cutting all my hair off and then possibly using like a I don't know if it'll work, but it's worth a try, using a swim cap, and then see if I could put some other materials or something around it. I don't know, something that can, like a black swim cap. It has to be something that absorbs light, so something black. Or if I was to try to I've been trying to like make like little grounding pieces and stuff like that. It works to a degree until they change the amplification of the signals coming in. Then they just basically make it stronger. They send more energy. But yeah, yeah, I mean, for now, we just gonna keep on trying everything that we can, right? Whatever you do, do not allow yourselves to get too caught up in anger and wanting to get back at people, and definitely don't get too caught up in trying to run up on people and take pictures of them. And I mean, obviously, they're not gonna they're really not gonna do anything unless you obviously do something to them, because then they'll have the right to say, oh, you did something to me, so da da da. But practice mastering your peace, though. You really got to learn to practice mastering peace, because that's going to be the one thing that's going to keep you peace, acceptance, and that's accepting the things that you can and cannot control. You have to learn to accept certain things and learn to just still be able to love. Because love is actually the most powerful frequency that you can generate from your body. The way where love and enlightenment is, if you can get your body, if you can get your energy up to the frequency enlightenment of love and enlightenment, I'm telling you right now, most of the stuff that they're doing to us, it's going to feel like nothing. Whenever I kid you not, I could be walking down the street and then it'll be people saying all kinds of stuff, or someone want to jump out and scream and do all kinds of weird stuff. It hardly ever phases me anymore. You know why? Because I'm already expecting it. When I'm in my house and when I leave the house, I'm already expecting them to come out. I'm already expecting them. And then you know what? You know the best part? I already know people die doing this. So why should I continue to fear if I already know people die doing this? I should say, fuck them. And you know what? That's where you gotta stop yourself and try not to get mad. Because then you might say something wild, and then they're gonna want to try to see if they can get all up or the camera, try to do all this type of stuff, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, yeah, I'm not all that worried about them. What I'm really worried about is trying to see how many of us can I help, at least mentally, spiritually. If I can't physically get in contact with you, then at least we can be in touch with each other in a like a digital sense. So I love all y'all. Take life one breath, one thought, one step, one day at a time. Peace.